All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. I was just talking to somebody on the phone, and they know who they is when they see the video. They inspired me to do this video, right? I was just gonna sit back, chill. I was probably gonna talk about Caenlo next opponent tonight if I was gonna do the show at all, but it seemed like a good time to do the show. I could have did Hip Hop 101, but ain't really much been going on the prevalence in hip hop. Then the NBA they canceled their games and with their fake ass stance on police brutality, which nigga gonna leave the bubble and go get justice for real? None of them. All right. So it's a perfect time to get it in, right? So apparently, like I said before, every now and again I keep my ear to the street, but somebody called me and it was basically like, well, the narrative is now that since Jeff Horn lost, it make it look bad on Bud resume. I mean, if we go through history and talk about motherfuckers that's lost after somebody good that beat them, I mean, a lot of your favorite, a lot of you niggas ain't got no knowledge, but a lot of your supposedly favorite fighters will look really, really bad. But we're going to talk about it today, man. We're going to try to keep it PG-13. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Anytime you need to reach out, Twitter's the fastest place. Then IG, then Facebook. Don't forget to check out the Facebook group. You want to tap in on the show. Fastest way to get to me is Twitter, and I'll shoot you a link if I know you. But other than that, you want to make a donation, best way to donate is to share the video. Right now, thumbs it up, share the video somewhere. Other than that, Cash App is CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description always. Super Chat is open, but I prefer the other two methods, Cash App and PayPal, because YouTube be taking percentage. But General Pendant, East Baby 1988. We just gonna get started, but we're gonna talk about this Bud Jeff Horn Tszyu thing. Also, we're gonna talk about Canelo's next opponent. Also, Adrian Broner could be going back down to 135 pounds, and also how shitty Shawn Porter is mandatory for 2 belts after beating Sebastian Baby Formula. So we're gonna cover all aspects. We also gonna kind of talk about that thing I talked about last night, the last video I dropped about the PBC welterweights. And it's funny how people push an agenda because a motherfucker won't talk to him. Just imagine, Bud won't talk to the media, right? Just imagine if a female won't talk to some of these niggas, man. And a lot of these dudes, man, they probably lames and marks anyway. But imagine if a female say, no thanks, I got a boyfriend. Imagine how they act. Well, F you then too, all that. So, at the end of the day, Marshawn Lynch didn't talk to the media for the same very reasons Bud don't talk to the media. He don't trust these niggas with agendas, and that's just what it boiled down to. You don't have to be good with the media. I mean, come on. Who cares if you're good to the media? All right? At this point, the new media has turned into the old media, agenda-based dudes. Because when your money on the line, and when it's your livelihood or your extra spare change on the line, a lot of things tend to change. And a lot of these dudes change. A lot of these dudes ain't real. And all this shit they talking, they pushing propaganda. I guarantee you if Bud was in their face, they won't say half the shit that they say. Me personally, I'm going to say what I say. What's going to happen, because I ain't pushing no agenda. I ain't pushing no narrative. I'm just pushing facts. And that's just what it is. A lot of motherfuckers, look through the peephole. I see what's going on behind the scenes. I see what happened to Bud. It ain't like I'm going to be a blind apologist. People say, well, why you turn on Errol Spence? Because he was ducking. And everybody in the industry know it. Everybody in the industry knows. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know from behind the scenes what's going on, you can see it. You can see it. Derek Jones, he don't sell enough. He don't do this, and motherfuckers run with that narrative. Well, he too small. He chinny. People run with that narrative. Well, Errol Spence done more at 47. At the end of the day, you've been there since 2013. Don't forget, he been there since 2013. But let's talk about Tszyu and Jeff Horn real quick. I caught that fight this morning. I had really never seen Tszyu fight, but, he did a good job on Jeff Horn. Let's start off on a good foot. He did an excellent job, placed his punches, went to the body. If you know the guy got a great chin, then you go to the body. That's the narrative. If he got, if he's soft to the body, go to the body. And a lot of dudes don't understand that. When you're dealing with punchers, when you're dealing with dudes with good chins, sometimes you got to go to the body. And that's the narrative. If a dude got a good chin, that means he probably got a soft basement. And that's how you break him down. You know what I'm saying? If a dude ain't got a good chin, well, you go out there and test the chin expeditiously. And that's what Tszyu did. He touched the body. He broke him down to the body. And when the hands started to drop, he dropped the a left hook upstairs, dropped him in with the third round. And he stepped going to the body, he took his time, and Jeff Horn just really never started going. I don't know if the weight cut was too tough for Jeff Horn. People forgot. Line killer salute. You know, a lot of people don't know. People forgot. Jeff Horn moved up from 47 to 160 pounds, I believe. You know, people tend to forget that. 160 pounds. In this fight, after fighting 2 times at 160, I believe, versus Michael Jafra, he come down to 154. So, you know, when you suppressing your body at 147, kind of like Caenlo, he drained his body to make 54 so long. When he did move up to 60, you know, he had to take a stop at 64 and a half. Then he came down to 60. Then he didn't stay at 60 that long. He went to 68. You know, then he went to 75. When you deprive your body of all the stuff that it needs, you drain yourself, you're not gonna be able to stay at a weight class, even the next weight class, that long. You're gonna keep jumping and jumping and jumping, because at 29 years old, 30 years old, you start to get your grown man strength. Your bones start to get more dense as a man, and a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So Jeff Horn, you know, he probably was drained at 154. You know what I'm saying? And he probably, even if he went from 47 to 54, he probably wasn't going to stay at 54 that long. You know, that's why he couldn't get started no more. You know, I'm not taking nothing away from Tszyu, but you could tell Jeff Horn was never going to get started. It was over with. He been in a couple wars. He been knocked out. He been in a war. Manny Pacquiao fought one of the biggest punchers in welterweight history, and Randall Bailey. You know what I'm saying? So you look at it, man, maybe he just took a lot of punishment, and that's the end of the road. That is what it is for him. I'm not mad, you know, but Tszyu, he did what he had to do. He broke him down to the body, knowing he had a great chin, and basically Jeff Horn ended up quitting on the stool, and that's what happened. You know, people don't like to hear that, but he quit. His trainer made him look bad. His trainer should have just threw the towel in. He in there asking him, while the cameras all the way, the Fox Australia cameras all the way in the ring, do you want to quit? Do you want to quit? Can you go one more round? And motherfucker said, fuck it, man. I'm done. You know, and Jeff Boxer got a comment. He says that I don't get people saying Horn losing makes Bud look bad. If that's the case, don't Manny Pacquiao and Thurman look even worse? They acting like Jeff Horn had the strap for from some nobody and not Manny Pacquiao. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, do that make Floyd look bad? Manny Pacquiao lost to fucking Eric Morales. Man, I mean, anybody that fought Manny Pacquiao, don't that make them look bad? Barrera, Morales, Keith Thurman, you know, whoever that fought Manny Pacquiao over the years, Rios, Miguel Cotto, Oscar De La Hoya, Pacquiao was over there in the Philippines getting stopped by nobodies to the body. But remember, you're not dealing with rational boxing fans. You dealing with these numbnuts from Texas, and you dealing with these numbnuts, you know, that don't know nothing about boxing. Real talk. Your average person around social media and around YouTube don't know nothing about boxing. Real talk. They don't know nothing. I don't know how these dudes got here, but a lot of this started to change when Errol Spence turned pro. All of a sudden, you get these Spence fanatics and you get these Dallas Cowboy-like fans. But people talk about, oh, pro-blackness and this, that, and the third. This dude is with one of the most racist white people in the world, and Jerry Jones. And a lot of these selective pro-black niggas, you know, all them country, you know, letter crew niggas went down to Jerry World. The prestigious Frederica Hawthorne went down there and spent money at Jerry World. Nobody talked about how Jerry Jones still ain't said nothing about the motherfuckers who been shot. Come on. Get out of here, bro. And Errol Spence shacked up with Jerry Jones, but ain't nobody saying that. Errol Spence wore that star proud. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. But they talking about, oh, you know, it make Terrence Crawford look bad because Jeff Horn lost. You know what who would really make look bad, bro? You know who really look bad in the grandstand things, who really make it look bad is Errol Spence punk ass and motherfuckers like Keith Thurman and Shawn Porter. Jeff Horn, and how many fights Jeff Horn got? You know I'm talking about, Lion Killer. You know I'm talking about. I'm talking about you. You know how many fights Jeff Horn got? Let's pull it up. Let's see how many fights Mr. Jeff Horn got. Mr. Jeff Horn has 20 fights, and he been stopped in all 3 of his losses, right? He got 23 fights, right? Jeff Horn turned pro in 2013. Jeff Horn has already fought in 3 different weight classes. Come on. He said, Bud with Arum explain how that's a non-factor. Errol Spence fighting on Fox. What is you talking about? Since you want to say Bud with Bob Arum, wasn't Floyd Mayweather with Bob first? Wasn't Muhammad Ali? Didn't Muhammad Ali bring Bob into the game? So what you saying about Muhammad Ali, Tyrone? What you saying? What you saying about Muhammad Ali? So everybody see what this fool look like. So what you saying about Muhammad Ali, Tyrone? So what you saying about Muhammad Ali who brought Bob Arum? So you saying Muhammad Ali a raccoon? You saying Muhammad Ali a sellout? You saying Floyd Mayweather a sellout? You saying Shane Mosley a sellout? You saying Kelly Pavlik a racist because he signed with Top Rank? Jerry Jones ain't got nothing to do with the business in boxing. Nothing. No, all he did was he offered his home to fight for Errol Spence to fight Manny Pacquiao. That's it. And he bought Errol Spence tickets. Errol Spence don't need Jerry Jones to be a boxer. Him and Mikey could have sold in Southern California. Him and Mikey could have sold at the Barclays Center. So what you saying about Muhammad Ali? You saying Miguel Cotto will sell out? See how you put these niggas on the spot? Don't come in here uneducated. Straight up and down. And we going to leave your picture on there for a long time so everybody see who called Muhammad Ali a sellout and a raccoon for bringing Bob Arum into boxing. We going to see. But let's keep going. But I don't even know where we left off at. But at the end of the day, when we talking about Bud Crawford, he beat Jeff Horn. Now, last time that I checked, Nipsey Hussle voice, did Manny Pacquiao not struggle with Jeff Horn? Now, a lot of y'all PBC pussy boxing chumps, and that's what y'all called. A lot of you PBC pussy boxing chumps, right? A lot of you dudes was happy and putting your hands where your eyes can see. Y'all was thinking hip hop parade, ho. When Manny Pacquiao lost the WBO belt, y'all was throwing the whole party. Am I not lying? Y'all was going around saying that, oh, Pacquiao lost and this, that, and the third. Now that Pacquiao crossed the street and he with Al Heyman, all of a sudden that fight was a robbery. Where's the consistency at? Where's the consistency at? Where's the consistency at? They went back and rescored the fight. Pacquiao still lost. Pacquiao always got an excuse. When he got knocked out from Marquez, he had an excuse. When he lost to Morales, he had an excuse about the gloves. He always got an excuse. Right? You can arguably say he lost every time to Marquez. Even when the one of the fights, he knocked him down 3 or 4 times. So that's what we talking about. So if Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao, so don't that make Pacquiao look bad too? A lot of y'all went from talking about Manny Pacquiao using steroids, caping for Floyd all these years, or backing Floyd for all these years. All of a sudden, all that go out the window. All the racism from Pacquiao fans go out the window, right? All the Pacquiao saying I'm scared of needles, but he have tattoos. All the running for Nevada test, the email where they asked Mayweather not to can he keep on the low Pacquiao failed the drug test. All that went out. All that was forgave. All this was forgiveness for Pacquiao because he started fighting under the Premier Boxing Champion banner. But last time I checked, he lost to Jeff Horn. He lost. So he couldn't stop Jeff Horn. But Tszyu can stop Jeff Horn. But Michael Zephyr can stop Jeff Horn. Let that sink in. So if Michael Zephyr can stop Jeff Horn, Tim Tszyu can stop Jeff Horn, what that really make Manny Pacquiao? And keep moving on, what that make Keith Thurman look like? Now had Manny Pacquiao drain Jeff Horn. Now he probably would have stopped Jeff Horn. You know what I'm saying? He thinking that, well, I ain't gotta be souped up. I ain't gotta be on this, that, and the third. I ain't gotta do this. He went over there thinking this, that, and the third, and he lost. If he felt that he won, make sure I hit the thumbs up button and share the video. If he felt that he won, why did he fire fucking Jeff? Why did he fire Freddie Roach? Come on, who breaking it down like this, bro? Who breaking it down consistently? So then again, the guy that y'all saying that's gonna put Earl Spence in the Hall of Fame, he couldn't even stop a guy that a stripper stopped, that a prospect in Tim Tszyu stopped. 2 fights later, Crawford came back and stopped this dude his first fight at 147. Crawford chin. Crawford can't take it on the chin. He too small. He ain't got no power. Jeff Horn didn't have a moment. Jeff Horn didn't have a moment versus Bud. He landed a shot. He didn't have a moment. Versus Tim Tszyu, he didn't have a moment. Versus Manny Pacquiao, he had a motion picture. Did he not? Come on. Did he not? We're not worried about what Bo Mac say. Bo Mac don't know what the fuck he talking about a lot of the times. Bo Mac on one end of the spectrum, Bob Arum on another end of the spectrum. I ain't worried about what Bo Mac say. It ain't never adding up a lot of the times. So don't tell me what the motherfucking coach said. I ain't trying to hear it. Pacquiao had a rematch clause. I remember all these PBC channels pushing that. As soon as it dropped, it was a cherry pick gone wrong from these same motherfuckers. And he didn't want to do the rematch. He didn't even want to go get his belt back because he knew he had to go back to Australia. He didn't even want to get his belt back. You feel me? He said a blind man, here we go, we got Tyrone again. A blind man could see Bud wouldn't have any fights over there. Bo Mac said ESPN got the bag for PBC fighters living paycheck to pay. 2 years back, Bud has no. What you mean no meaningful fights, bro? He beat Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao, so that's better than anything Keith Thurman did, right? So what these meaningful fights Earl Spence got? He fought a lightweight in Mikey Garcia and failed to complete the mission and stop him. Then he turned around and said, what? Oh, I wasn't trying to hurt him. Come on, man. Imagine Bud, Gary Russell move up and Bud said, I wasn't trying to hurt him. What's a meaningful fight? Earl Spence doing 350,000 pay-per-views with Mikey Garcia and 250,000 of them probably coming from Mikey Garcia. What's a meaningful fight? Fighting Shawn Porter only doing 200,000 pay-per-views. Is that meaningful? Shawn Porter lost to Kell Brook several years ago. When did Shawn Porter lose to Kell Brook? How many years ago? Let's pull it up once again. Let's pull it up. We're going all the way up. You talking about meaningful fights? He beat Kell Brook 6 years ago. 6 years ago almost. Almost to the date. 6 years ago, 10 days past the date. Kell Brook beat Shawn Porter in 8/16/2014. And you talking about Shawn Porter a meaningful fight? Let's go look at it. He had a draw with Julio Diaz in 2012. Arguably lost that fight. And this is a meaningful fight? He lost to Keith Thurman 2016. Unanimous decision. And you telling me that's a meaningful fight? He struggled with Adrian Granados 11/04/2017. That's a meaningful fight. His best win at a division. Let me cook on these niggas today. His best win is Danny Garcia, who is barely an average welterweight in the division. Shawn Porter started off at 168 pounds, and he's struggling with Granados. He's struggling with a dude who started at 140, Danny Garcia. He arguably lost to Dennis Yugis, who got beat up by a mere young master of mine. And all this before Errol Spence fight him, and that's a meaningful fight. How is that meaningful? He's just a name that's been built up by PBC. He's not even a name. He's a non-fucking factor. If Shawn Porter was on Top Rank, he'd be Kavalaskis. He'd be a stepping stone. Shawn Porter is a glorified Darnell Boone. He's a glorified Emmanuel Augustus. Look, Salido got a better career than Shawn Porter. Let's keep it real. Salido beat Robert Guerrero, even though it got overturned. Still there. You can mute it, but the curse is there. Bars. He beat Juan Lopez twice. He beat Lomachenko. Salido better than Shawn Porter. And y'all call Salido a bum. Shawn Porter ain't got a better win than Juan Lopez on his resume. Come on, man. CJ, talk to these niggas, man. Why am I wasting my time giving niggas free game, bro? This free game right here. That's free game. Vinny, salute. Dollar X, salute. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. This too easy, bro. This too easy. This too easy, bro. And I ain't even got on Shitty Shawn his 57% taking that. This too easy. It's too easy, bro. And you saying those meaningful fights? This dude sound like he worse than Salido. Too easy, bro. But this is what we talking. Oh, he lost to this guy. Well, shit. Shawn Porter lost to almost every prominent welterweight and some sorry welterweights on the way up. He lost to some sorry dudes on the way up. So, do Errol Spence get credit for beating Shawn Porter? Shawn Porter been beat up. He been beat up. A fight with Porter with losses to unify. It wasn't no real unification bout. Shawn Porter ain't no real champ. Are you stupid? He won his belt vacant versus Danny Garcia, who shouldn't even be a 2-division world champion. Danny Garcia won his belt vacant by beating Robert Guerrero, who was past his prime. And some people like Floyd Mayweather thought Guerrero won. Come on, his best win is Guerrero. Them niggas ain't the two best welterweights, bro. They fought for the MVP, the most valuable participant, WBC. That wasn't no real unification bout. You want to know what a real unification bout is? It's when Lomachenko stepping in there with Teofimo Lopez. That's a real unification bout. Stop it. That's a vacation bout. Nobody in here gonna tell me Shawn Porter is an elite welterweight. A guy who came down from 168 pounds and struggled with little old Granados and Amir Aman's leftover and Dennis Yugis. You talking about that unification was credible? How was it credible? When Shawn won a vacant belt and arguably came into the fight with a loss. You know they was gonna rob Ugas because they can't put Ugas and Errol Spence on pay-per-view. Man, boy, Samuel, salute, man. I got to give these dudes the game, bro. Keith first title was Keith didn't get. Look here, let me school you, my nigga. Let me school you. Let me school this nigga real quick because he don't know what the fuck he talking about. Keith's first real title fight wasn't until he fought Danny Garcia. Up to that was the regular WBA. Go check it out. It didn't become the super WBA until he unified with Danny Garcia. So Keith Thurman only technically got one title defense. We don't count the intern. We don't count the gold WBA. We don't count the regular WBA. Those are not real titles, bro. Keith only became the super WBA title holder once he unified with Danny Garcia. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop playing with me, bro. Stop. You don't know boxing, bro. I don't even know why I'm letting you hang around. I'm feeling generous today. I'm feeling generous. But we'll get back to Keith and the rest of the gang, right? But if we talking about it at this point, talk about who win, who lose, this, that, and the third, then Shawn Porter shouldn't count for Errol Spence. Danny Garcia shouldn't count for Errol Spence. All these motherfuckers passed their best. The best of Danny Garcia, his greatest hits was at 140. At 140, above 140, he struggled with Lamont Peterson. He struggled to knock out Paulie Malignaggi. He struggled with Robo Guerrero. He struggled with motherfucking who else he done fought in this division? I don't even know who else he done fought. Every fight has been a struggle. And don't give me that. Oh, the Keith Thurman fight was close. The Keith Thurman fight wasn't no close. Keith Thurman had one arm, nigga. Renardo, salute. Why y'all fire my mans like that? But salute, big homie, salute. E-Dub, salute. Come on. Keith Thurman had one arm. Keith Thurman beat him up early and cruised on the back end. Come on. Come on. Stop it. Danny Garcia ain't beat no Keith Thurman. He ain't got enough movement. He too slow. Oh, he beat Shawn Porter. Who ain't beat Shawn Porter? Come on, man. So if we talking about credible opponents that lost, knocked out or not, ain't none of Errol Spence's opponents credible. How many boxing O's virginity has Errol Spence took? How many fighters has Errol Spence took they O? Let's go look. How many undefeated fighters Errol Spence done fought? We not going to count Mikey, but we give him Mikey. He beat Ocampo. Okay, he had an O. Kell Brook had a loss, come off a knockout loss. Bundu came off a loss. Algieri came off two or three of the last. He lost 2 or 3 of his fights before he fought Errol Spence. Come on, man. Who he beat with an O? He beat Emmanuel Lartley. He was 15-0-1. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, dude. This motherfucker fought 3 niggas with an O. Three people with an O. 3 people with an O. That's it. Everybody he else he fought had a loss. Shawn Porter been on that canvas, right? Lamont Peterson was knocked out way before he even fought Errol Spence. Kell Brook was coming off a knockout. Leonard Bundu was coming off a loss. Come on, man. This motherfucking Chris Algieri just lost to Pacquiao and Amir Khan back-to-back, and then he beat Eric Bone. He was coming off 2 losses, bro. Come on, bro. Man, I'm just the truth, bro. I'm just the truth, man. A lot of you niggas can't fuck with me, bro. This is just embarrassing that I'm wasting my time talking about this shit. Manufactured. This is what you talk about when you talking about moving. If Mikey would have beat Mikey, didn't want no smoke with Postal. Mikey didn't want no smoke with Postal. He barely got by Sergey Lipinets. And don't forget, you could have made an argument that Victor Postal kind of beat Josh Taylor. That was a close fight. Victor Postal and Josh Taylor was closer than Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, but we not ready for that conversation, right? My boy Marcos on Twitter, oh man, Regis got right. Fuck out of here. We not ready for that. We not ready for that conversation, is we? How my boy call on Tyrone? We're gonna keep Tyrone on the screen. Because you see Tyrone come around talking boxing, everybody just flee. Everybody hit the floor. Vet passed by. Everybody looking. 6 stoves and everybody cooking. I forgot how the song go. We're going to leave Tyrone on the screen. We're going to leave. You better call on Ty. We're going to leave him on the screen, bro. Oh, we're going to leave you on the screen. So when this nigga come, everybody just go to the next room. If he on Baby Mama Sports TV, go over to Trio Boxing Talk. If he on Trill Boxing Talk, y'all go over to Fanon, Mr. Shiny Head ass nigga. We just having fun with you, bro. I ain't trying to scare nobody, bro. But let's continue on. Right? And I don't even know where the fuck we left off at. Oh, we was talking about Postal. Mikey Garcia ain't taking that risk. Maybe he could have beat Postal. Maybe he doesn't beat Postal. Remember, this the same dude who was scared to fight Robert Easter Jr. Let's not forget, this the same guy that waited for Fortuna to expose Javier. This the same dude that waited for Fortuna to expose motherfucking Robert Easter Jr. before he fought Robert Easter Jr. Come on, man. Let's not even talk about Mikey Garcia. So if we're just talking about people that took a loss who got knocked out leading up to this, that, and the third, last time I checked, Victor Postal ain't never been stopped. Never. Give me a minute. Yeah, my bad. Come on, man. Mikey Duck Loma. Thank you. Put the real goat up there because he always sending me good information. Bro. Come on, man. So we talk about because Jeff Horn lost to Tim Tszyu after taking chances, after fighting at a division per se. This is kind of where I want to take it at. And if any of you niggas want to jump in, hit my DM on Twitter. Okay? Tim Tszyu, excuse me, not Tim Tszyu. Oh, he got the real goat on the screen. Lou Alcindor, aka Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But Jeff Horn moved up from 47 to 54 to 160. Earl Spence scared to go back to the weight he started off at 154. Keith Thurman scared to go back to the weight he started off at 54. Shitty Shawn Porter started off at 68. He's scared to go to 54 and compete. So Reggie Sloop, why are we talking bad about Jeff Horn when Jeff Horn took the chances that Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, and Shawn Porter scared to take? Damon Webster, salute. Come on. So why are we getting mad at Jeff Horn, who had 23 fights and only been professional for 7 years? He's moved up 3 weight classes. Earl Spence has never moved up 1. Keith Thurman has never moved up 1. Shawn has never moved up 1. If they move up to 54, Keith and Earl will be at even. That's where they originally started their career at. They're not even willing to go back where they fought 10, 12 fights at. They scared to go back up there, and don't give me ain't no money there. If Earl Spence is a pool, then why can't he go up there and be the money man? Wherever Caenlo at, he the money man. If Caenlo at 52 or 54, he the money man. He go up to 55, he the money man. He go up to 64 and a half and verse Chavez and do 1 million pay-per-views on HBO. He the money man. Come back down to 60, fight Golovkin. He the money man. Go up to 68, fight Rocky Fielding. He the money man. Go up to 75 and fight Sergey Kovalev. He the money man. Fight Danny Jacobs at 160. He the money man. If you got the juice, don't matter what weight class you bring it to, you got the juice. If Joshua drop down to cruiserweight, he gonna have the juice. However you feel about Caenlo, he is the money man wherever he go. He said, didn't WA wait 2 years to strip Floyd at 47 and 1 year to strip Floyd at 140? And then 54, it is what it is. Ain't Floyd Mayweather Keith Thurman boss? He could have got Keith Thurman a fight. I ain't defending no Floyd Mayweather. Keith Thurman wasn't no real champion. It don't change. If you a real champion, you hold the Super WBA, the IBF, the WBO, or the WBC or the WBC franchise champion. It don't change. It don't change. So we're talking about guys. Keith Thurman came to welterweight at 2012 or 13. I think it was 12. Earl Spence came to welterweight in 2013. I think Shawn Porter made his welterweight debut versus Alfonso Gomez in 2012. So it's almost going to be a fucking decade before they move up to their original weight class. Ain't that a joke? Ain't that a joke? Ain't that a joke? John Murphy, salute. Ain't that a joke? Of course, you preaching to the choir. I've been said that about Triple G. I don't care about no damn Triple G. Triple G been a fake champion. He been a fraud. Him and Kelly Pavlik the same age, my G. They the same age. They the same age. Him and Kelly Pavlik the same age. Kelly Pavlik said, I never heard of the guy while I was fighting. Didn't know who he was. When Kelly Pavlik was the lineal champion after beating Jermaine Taylor twice, he said, I never knew who the guy was. Come on. Danny Garcia talking about moving up another time to 54, and you don't hear Earl saying nothing about moving up, Keith Thurman saying nothing about moving up, Shawn Porter about moving up, because some of them niggas wouldn't even be average junior middleweights. It's killers at junior middleweight. And just so happened one of the killers end up passing away, Trevelle Mazion. Rest in power of that brother. You got Charles Conwell. You got guys like Erickson Lubin who never touched the title, who hungry. You still got the old vet Lara. You still got Michael Soar, Castanos. You still got middle of the pack guys like Sergio Garcia, prospects like Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? You still got Jamil Charlo up there. You still got Jason Rosario. You still got Sebastian Fondara. You got killers up there. Spence ain't saying something about, I'll move up in 2 or 3 years. Nigga ain't trying to hear that. You're trying to move up when you 32 years old, bro. You still got Jared Hurd up there. Or I want to unify the division and move up. Motherfucker, this is a reality. This ain't a fiction book. He's speaking fiction. He's speaking fiction. I'm gonna get all 4 belts and then move up. That ain't never happening, nigga. That ain't in Al's plan. Al's plan. It ain't in Al's plan, nigga. There's never been a welterweight to hold all 4 major belts. And let's say he did slide. My Sada baby. Let's say he did slide by Danny Garcia. Then he got to face the winner of Lippiets and motherfucking Qdoba. All right. Let's say he did get a voluntary, right? Late 2021. All right. Then he fight Manny Pacquiao, right? Maybe not. Pacquiao said he got 2 more left in him. Maybe he don't. Maybe he turn around and fight Shawn Porter. So we talking about 2022 at the earliest, and hopefully there's no mandatories in the way for the WBA if he somehow get the Manny Pacquiao belt. 2022 at the earliest that you might can think about him unifying the division. It's never happened in history. So you're talking about something that's fictional. They have no ambitions on Earl Spence unifying the division. Him and the Terence Crawford fight is not going to get no bigger than what it is right now. Unless somebody kill a nigga in the ring. That fight is what it is right now. Because whatever they do, Pacquiao is not going to boost that fight up no more. Pacquiao been beat several type of ways. He been fucked every single way Kama Sutra and some been showed. Fighting Pacquiao is not going to boost Earl Spence star status. It's not. They not going to do $1 million plus. Especially what's going on in the world with the pandemic. And the chances is if he looked too good versus Danny Garcia, he ain't getting that fight. We just speaking facts. So at what point do you say make the fight? There's never been a 4 division, a welterweight 4 belt holder plus, even with or without the ring. It's never happened. Zab did it with 3. Corey Spinks did it with 3. So, what y'all listening to is lies. It's fictional. Whoever you talk to at PBC, they will tell you. You can talk to the people at the WBC if you don't believe Top Rank. That's not in the plans. Errol Spence won $20 million allegedly to get in the ring with Terrence Crawford. That fight ain't gonna generate $20 million in forecasts. With them forecasting what's gonna happen, like they say, okay, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they got a minimum of $30 million guaranteed, whatever it was. They forecast that and still get wrong. They ain't in the business of putting 2 Negro fighters in the ring together, putting it in Vegas, and putting an $80 price tag on it. No, they do not want Negroes in Vegas. They don't want them in Southern California, nothing like that. They have no ambitions on doing that fight. Now, had somebody been named Sal Rodriguez Sanchez, they'd make that fight expeditiously. They not putting on 2 black fighters. Bob Arum can care less if Bud cash out and lose. That's when y'all underestimate Bob Arum at. He don't care about Bud. Now, if Lomachenko lose, he gonna probably have a heart attack. He don't care if Bud go out there and lose to Errol Spence. It's just cashing out on his investment. Leather, salute. That's it. All the pressure is on Al Heyman. Al Heyman has yet to manufacture one superstar in the sport of boxing, not named Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather was manufactured by Top Rank. All Al Heyman had to do was put the money, the business together. Solo, salute. Al Heyman, this is supposed to be Al Heyman's first superstar manufacturer, Errol Spence. And this nigga 30 years old, and still 90% of the country don't know who this guy is. Terrence Crawford wasn't supposed to be nothing. Terrence Crawford was what? Lady in the Tramp. He was somebody, some mud on the street nobody wanted. Come on, man. Somebody nobody wanted. Nobody predicted Terrence Crawford to be a world champion, to be a star, but Terrence Crawford and his crew. Errol Spence came out the Olympics supposed to be that guy. He still ain't that guy. Al still doesn't have a superstar. He still doesn't. He still doesn't have a superstar. None of them. Erickson Lubin, they pushing him again. He got stopped. So who was Al Heyman took and said, here, he's a superstar? Nobody, and not even including Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao doing career lows pay-per-views with Al Heyman. Career low pay-per-views. He was doing better pay-per-views with Tim Bradley. But Keith Thurman is just this major star. Adrian Broner is just this major star. Nobody cares. He said, you wrong, boy. Floyd made himself along with Al. No, he did not. Top Rank built Floyd, nigga. Al just took him to the next level. Same thing for Oscar De La Hoya. Top Rank put the work in with Floyd. Who was Floyd first pay-per-view with? Who was it? Who Floyd first pay-per-view with? Top Rank, Al Heyman. Top Rank, Bob Arum. Nobody has took a guy out the amateurs on PBC and made them into a pay-per-view star. They tried it with Andre Berto. It didn't work. Andre Darrell, he was with Gary Shaw, though. Danny Jacobs, it didn't work. Vernon Forrest almost didn't work. Ty, salute. What's going on, bro? He didn't work. So who was Al Heyman took from the mud out the amateurs and made a star? Who he took out the mud and did 1 million pay-per-views with? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. We talking. I'm wasting my time. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Jamil Hughes. Nobody, bro. He overpaid people. That's it. And we don't even know if they're getting overpaid because it's a non-disclosure or disparagement agreement where fighters can't talk bad about Al Heyman. I've been got that confirmed. And the thing about it is, it's a lot of people over there who don't even like the fighters. How you think I know so much? Come on, man. Y'all ever seen I forget Star Wars? I forget which one it was. It might have been this last one, all right? And they had the plug on how to defeat Kylo Ren, because one of the fucking one of his employees or one of the people that worked on the fucking shit was leaking information out to them. That's the same thing here. It's a lot of dudes that don't fuck with these fighters over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can tell you, the Charlo beef is fake. It's fake. Like I can tell you, Errol Spence. They tried to talk Errol Spence out of fighting Danny Garcia. They tried to talk him out of fighting Danny Garcia. They even went to Al and tried to talk Al. He told them that he felt Danny Garcia a tune-up. Maybe he right. Come on. So, I mean, like I said before, dog, I'm not going to just say, oh, Top Rank said this and they said that. I try to get it from all sides. The WBC will tell you they leak out information too. I'm not going to say who, but they leak out information all the time. And that's just what it is. So, at the end of the day, man, this is easy work debunking this, man. Errol Spence fights nobody, bro. Nobody. When you talk about fighting somebody that's great on your resume, you talking about Sugar Ray Leonard beating Rafael Benitez, coming back beating Duran after a loss, beating Tommy Hearns, all within the first 4 years of his career, I believe. Come on. Errol Spence ain't got a win like that on his resume, and I meant Terrence Crawford ain't got a win like that on his resume. They need each other. He beat Manny Pacquiao. It's been done so many different times in so many different ways. He got stopped to the body. That's been done. He got outboxed. Eric Morales did it. He been stopped on the chin. Marquez did it. He been outboxed again by Floyd Mayweather. So what's the infatuation with fighting Manny Pacquiao? A check. It don't get you into the Hall of Fame. It don't get you into the Hall of Fame. I'm sorry. At this point, everybody, come on, man. That's like everybody fucking the neighborhood hoe and you hit her and you go around gloating. Everybody like, man, we been did that. It's just the truth. Y'all trying to say, oh, Errol Spence got this name. All them niggas on PBC ran down and ran through. Shawn Porter and Keith Thurman should have fought 2 or 3 times and been gone. Danny Garcia, he been struggling at the weight ever since he got here. Keith Thurman had his shot versus Manny Pacquiao. He fell short. He fell short. So you tell me again, Manny Pacquiao been fucked 10,000 ways already. So you telling me, I mean, who? Who? Errol Spence don't have no O's on his record. He never took nobody O. That mattered. Never. I can say Crawford took in Bull O. Cool. He took Postal O. And don't forget, Postal stopped Lucas Matisse when Danny didn't. So, he took Jeff Warren O2 coming off the Manny Pacquiao win. So who boxing virginity has Errol Spence ever took that mattered? Nobody. He's a manufactured fighter. They will never put him in harm's way until they're ready to cash his ass out. Shawn Porter can't punch and his daddy can't coach. Danny Garcia slow as hell. But they didn't even want him to take the Danny Garcia fight. They want him to take a tune-up. So put our hands up on that one. And then again, when you put it all in perspective, this a motherfucking Errol Spence who fought at 160 pounds technically. And you not stopping Shawn Porter? You not stopping that Mikey Garcia? Come on, man. Mikey Garcia started off at 126. Imagine if Gary Russell jumped up and worked his way up to fight Bud at 47. Let's put our imagination hats on and glasses on. Gary Russell has some solid wins. He moved up and fight Bud. Bud go to distance with Gary Russell. What's the narrative? Well, Earl Spence stopped. Well, Earl was just trying to show his boxing skills versus Mikey Garcia. So he didn't want to hurt Mikey Garcia. So basically what we're saying is what we saying is this man went into a boxing ring with 8-ounce gloves on. He waited till niggas like everybody out here paid $75, $80 to watch him fight on pay-per-view to show off his boxing skill. How stupid do you sound? How stupid do you sound? He ain't got a knockout in how long? Who the last person he knocked out? Who? Was it Lamont? Who the last person Earl knocked out? Come on, it been that long, bro. It been that long. All the dumb shit he say. When Earl get a belt, when Terrence get the belt, I'm going to take it from him. He said that when Terrence came to the division, right before Terrence came to the division and fought Jeff Horn. How long ago was that fight now with Jeff Horn? How long was that fight? Somebody throw me a bone. How long was that fight he fought Jeff Horn? Hold on. Give me a minute. 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 Like 2017? Is it like 2017? Listen. 2018, he fought Terrence Crawford, Jeff Horn. So he was saying that before that fight. So all 2018, he was saying that. 2 years later, we still ain't got it. Ocampos was his last knockout. Salute time. Come on, man. The nigga ain't got no ambitions on fighting nobody. I told y'all I came from the Don's mouth. Unless Bob Arum come up with $20 million, that fight ain't happening. The president of Fox came out, Bill Wagner, say, we not looking to make that fight. Bud got to get his money up, his numbers up. But you tell me Tyson Fury, who can't even bring, they paying the people to come to his fight. You can put the money up for Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, last couple fights before they fought each other for the rematch, nigga, man, you can see cockroaches on the floor. Angel Santos, salute. You can see cockroaches on the floor. Tell me I'm lying. You can see cockroaches on the floor. Brazil, Deontay didn't sell that much, and Luis Ortiz, he didn't sell that many tickets for that fight either. Tyson Fury, they was comping everybody for the Otto Wallin fight and whoever else he fought before Otto Wallin. So two heavyweight superstars who couldn't sell out Vegas, who couldn't sell out the Barclays Centers. All of a sudden, you can put up $60 million guaranteed for that fight. Let's say because it's international. Come on. In 2 fights, 1 and 2 with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, Jorge Masvidal in the Nigerian NyQuil, right? Jorge Masvidal in the Nigerian NyQuil outsold Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 1 and 2 combined. I wish they had a button to drop the mic. Why do Bob Arum got to put the money up? Why do Bob got to put the money up? Al, the one that's paying Deontay Wilder $20 million to fight Luis Ortiz and Dominique Brazil. Why don't Al never put the money up? Because you know why? Every time Al put the money up, one of his fighters get their ass whooped. They get whooped. Kell Brook came over to Carson, California, and he whooped on Shawn Porter. Y'all forgot that? Lomachenko came across the street and beat up on Lil Gary Russell. Y'all forgot about that? Don't forget, Tyson Fury came across the street and exposed the Bronze Bomber. He really won that first fight. I like Wilder, but I'm just keeping it 100. You want to know why Al Hammond don't put that money up? Because every time he sends somebody, every time he do, they go ahead and get whooped. Every time. It been some times when they probably whoop somebody every now and again. But every time somebody crossed that street, he said Porter was with Golden Boy. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Porter was still out. Now get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. Oh, okay. This is my gym. Okay. This is my gym. I'm Floyd. Money Mayweather. Okay. And I say, get this nigga up out of here. I'm Floyd. You know, I'm the boss. TMT, money team. You know, expeditiously. You know, get him up out of it. Okay. Leonard. I told you, lock the doors. Let him out. Security, carry this car out. Get him out of here. I'm Floyd Mayweather. Come on. Get out of here, man. Go back over to a Baby Mama Sports TV, man. Get out of here. Go over there. Y'all notice they say they going to smack Blue Blood Sports TV And ain't none of the local dummy box communities come out and defend them. Y'all, let me play the sound clip for him. We about to have an intermission. Let me check on the dogs. I ain't heard a nigga bark in a minute. Come on. We gonna have an intermission real quick. Give me a minute. Let's groove tonight.
What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on. Go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him. He don't know shit. Nigga stupid. Don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said whatever. I said nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him. He's trash. But anyways, what's poppin'?
What'd he say? Mel? Tell him what you just said.
What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on. Go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him. He don't know shit. Nigga stupid. Don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said whatever. I said nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him. He's trash. But anyways, what's poppin'?
Oh, he sucks. Unsubscribe to him. He's trash. You heard Big Mel. He sucks. He's trash. Unsubscribe to him. Y'all heard Big Mel. Big Charlo. You heard him. He sucks. He's trash. Get him up out of here. He's trash. Unsubscribe to him. Y'all want to play it again? He sucks. He's trash. Unsubscribe to him. Let me say it again. Hold on. Give me a minute. Let me play it again.
What's that idiot? It was just a guy that was on. Go unsubscribe to him. I know he just had on a hat.
Blue boxing, blue.
B&B something.
Blue blood boxing or something.
Unsubscribe to him. He don't know shit. Nigga stupid. Don't know shit. Tell him fuck him. Tell him if y'all see him, I'll smack him in the mouth. Whatever he want. I said whatever. I said nigga sucks. Unsubscribe to him. He's trash. But anyways, what's poppin'?
You heard him. Why ain't none of these niggas spoke up for baby mama's boy, right? He out here. He the only plug to Deontay Wilder since Deontay Wilder didn't drop 7-8 for being a bitch nigga. Y'all, I mean, I've been told y'all that. 78 dropped Deontay Wilder. I mean, Deontay Wilder dropped 78 for being a bitch nigga. He got mad because Beverly Rose did a video and a lot of just different shit happened. So the only one Deontay Wilder talked to is Frederica that got smacked by Kenny Porter, and he talked to baby mama's boy. That's it. He don't fuck with 78 no more. Until 78, get on his knees and kiss his crusty ass toes. So why ain't nobody come out and defend baby mama boy? Why? When Fred got smacked, ain't nobody come out and defend Fred. What's the point of being the Lions Den box community if all you niggas do is roar and when you get smacked in the mouth, you don't bite? That's all that is. It's all bark, no bite. He smacked Fred up, you ain't hear none of them niggas. Deontay Wilder gets smacked up. We got to hold each other hands. Ha! We got to pray. Ha! We got to sit here and meditate. Ha! We got to give Deontay Wilder the peace, the glory, the power. Ha! We got to sit here and meditate like Buddha. Ha! Oh, the Tyson Fury glove didn't have cotton in it. Ha! Oh, Tyson Fury cheated. He took Deontay Wilder's water bottle and he took it to the depths of hell to Satan. Ha! For them to sit there and poison the bottle in Deontay Wilder. Ha! He's anointed, but he's not anointed against the devil's work. Ha! This Tyson Fury said the N-word. Ha! I feel outraged. Ha! I just feel like a white man shouldn't say the N-word. Ha! You come on, man. Get out of here, bro. Come on, man. Get him a body bag, man. Get out of here, man. Fake ass niggas, man. Where's 7-8 at? My man's got stretched in Wisconsin. Where he at? Hiding in the back of his motherfucking basement? Hiding in his garage? All this black power shit, man. That nigga hiding in his garage in Wisconsin, scared of white boys. Yeah. He got to whisper when he do it. Like, yeah, man, I don't want the white man to hear me and come shoot me. Yeah. Come on, man. Following this fake pro-black nigga, man. I'm telling y'all here, rushing by. I made him show his face. Nigga looking like a swole CeeLo Green. That motherfucker looking like a ballpark Frank He looking like a deformed ballpark Frank. You think I'm crazy? I think I'm crazy, possibly. Oh, Bushido boxing. Oh, swole, squash head looking motherfucker. That nigga head look like squash. You like some old squash. You bring that to Master. Oh, you gonna get whipped for growing this fucked up squash. Come on, where he at talking about what's going on? Blake, he talking about Dillian White and Bob Arum, huh? Ha. Why you ain't out in the streets of Wisconsin marching? Why? Well, I ain't talking about that white man that stretched two supporters. Tell you why. You know what he is, a raccoon. Come on, man. What he gonna do? One of them white boys been smashed on his 5'5" ass. Tory Lane, CeeLo Green, deformed looking ass. That boy look like one of them little trolls we used to have, but he ugly. That motherfucker look like the back of Joe Frazier neck. Oh, man, don't get me started. I get retarded. Don't get me. Shrek, man. That's disrespectful to Shrek, nigga. Motherfucker look like Donkey and Shrek fused. The niggas did the Gogeta fusion dance. Fuck out of here. Put them earrings on or something. Zach 34 salute. Don't get me started on them two wax on, wax off Donatello head looking motherfuckers. Man, boy, man. Woof. Man, him, Fred, Fanon, and Negro, who ain't even from Dallas, they rub their heads together, man. They might really summon Captain Planet. Captain Planet, he's our hero. You know, make sure you put y'all turtle waxes on y'all motherfucking heads. Shinier than VR Trooper motherfucking suits, motherfucker. Them niggas' heads look like they dipped in sequence or some shit, and that nigga just shining. Shine. That motherfucker got more grease than Ice Cube Jerry Curl back in '89. Look at them coming in here trying to defend themselves. Look at it, you gonna get the block. No, Dukembe Mutombo. The Cali Enigma subscribers ain't even moved. Cole Sheldon Harrison subscribers ain't moved. Oh man, Negro done been using 78. His subscribers ain't moved. Only person that's moving is baby mama boy, and that's because he paying for it. Come on, man. 78 subscribers ain't been moved. All these niggas in the same position. They in the same position, bro. Letting 78 hit it from the back. Don't be surprised if 78 don't pull up on motherfucking Cali Enigma and try to bust that asshole down. You know how he get down, bro. Don't let me Lennon salute. Don't let me. Man, come on. Don't let me start, man. I get retarded, bro. Don't get me started, man. These niggas can't fuck with me, bro. Terry, that nigga shorter than Tory Lanez, man. That motherfucking pants length of 15. Husky. But yeah, man, I didn't talk my shit about Earl. Let's talk about who next on the menu, bro. Everybody, who gonna hit me up to jump on? They ain't got the balls to, man. I ain't been hit one DM yet. Like I said, everybody talk a good game, but I'm like Dylan. I spit hot fire. Who's the best? Dylan. Because I spit hot fire. But yeah, Caenlo. Let's talk about Caenlo, bro. Caenlo has been blocked from fighting Ivy and Uterman, which I had no problem with the fight. All these niggas want to act outraged about Caenlo, but you know, then again, they favorite fighter ain't fighting nobody. Shawn Porter can fight Sebastian from. Oh, Caenlo never fights nobody. Well, he did fight Miguel Vasquez back in the day. Okay, he did fight Austin Trout. He did fight Arizona Lara. He did fight Miguel Cotto. He did fight Floyd Mayweather. He fought Golovkin twice, like you niggas asked him to. He fought Danny Jacobs. He fought motherfucking Kovalev. However you feel about these fights, he fought him. Who else got a resume like that? Not named Manny Pacquiao, and won the majority of those fights. However you feel about it, he done it. Okay, you start looking around the welterweight division. I mean, weight WAIT. Who did that? Nobody. Crawford included. Who else got a resume like that? Go down to 40. Who else? Josh Taylor gonna have a better win than the rest of the welterweights when he unified with Jose Ramirez, or Jose Ramirez if you win. Teofimo Lopez got a better win than 99.9% of the boxing if he knock out Lomachenko and throw in the towel style or legitimately. So we talking about a dude who been pro for a handful of years in Teofimo Lopez. He beat Lomachenko. He got the best win going in boxing. We're talking about legitimacy, body testing, and not being the favorite. So, like I said before, when we talk about this stuff, dog, man, y'all motherfuckers got some energy for Caenlo. Y'all need to take that energy and put it on some of y'all favorite fighters to go out there and fuck the politics and meet these dudes in the middle of the street. Like I said, I dog Caenlo for all his additional, rehydration clause and the drug test and all this. Quite frankly, man, it's a lot of dudes on PBC ain't taking no drug tests. So you put them on VADA, they could probably be nada. So I don't have no problem with Caenlo do. Another reason I ain't got no problem with Caenlo do because he not gonna lose. He unbeatable. You knock him out, they gonna wake him up and bring him back to the ring and finish the fight, and you're gonna lose a split decision. So why do I care what Caenlo do? PBC's David Benavidez lost his belt for the second time. Why this anger towards Caenlo? Because he gonna pick it up because somebody lost. If a man drop a good woman and you want to fuck her, you're not gonna pick her up. I'm just saying. Like I said before, I have no real biasness. I have some anger towards a few fighters, but they go out there and handle their business. I don't have no issue giving people credit. All this anger towards Caenlo, we all knew Ivan Uterman was the mandatory, but no anger towards David Benavidez for losing a belt to the wrong side of the street. Almost. But give me a minute. This nigga out here barking. Let me see if he stopped. Man, little dog, he be going nuts. But as soon as Miles got into that dog fight, that nigga was quiet as hell. You ain't hear a bark out that little motherfucker. He was in my hands. That nigga Mason did not make a bark. I said, "Oh, nigga, you was tough. You tough when dogs chained up." And it'd be funny. Like if he feel like he in trouble, he'd call Miles and Miles would run over there to help his ass. That shit crazy, man. How dogs connect. But let me go see, man. See. They stopped, so I ain't got to see. Probably somebody walking by. But yeah, I didn't have no issue. But they pushing for Billy Joe Saunders to fight right now, and yeah, that's the move. Billy Joe Saunders is their number one option. They want to break ground in the zone UK. They also bringing the zone to like Japan or China. Also bringing the zone to Mexico eventually. And pretty much since Caenlo can't get his money in America, they trying to take him international as far as the platform. He won't be going to the UK, but the zone UK was supposed to kick off with the original Caenlo Billy Joe Saunders fight. And since the COVID came in and fell apart, now it's a situation where now they're gonna revisit it, but it's gonna be $5 for the fight or for the first month in the UK, and then it'll go up to wherever it go up to. But Billy Joe Saunders is the opponent they want to fight. I guess Billy Joe Saunders is more popular than Callum Smith in the UK. Francisco Salute. So it is what it is. They want Billy Joe Saunders. That's their first option. The zone don't want to put in no money for real. They didn't want to make up the difference between $1 million between Callum Smith 1-5 and 1-6. So to be honest, they don't want to. They don't. I mean, basically telling Caenlo to fight Billy Joe or Callum Smith for their benefit in the UK. Quite frankly, I don't know how big of a pull Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders is. But let me go get this damn dog. This nigga barking. Just give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. My bad, motherfucker. Barking like a motherfucker. Come on. You on the bed? Come. Man, my bad, bro. But you know, at the end of the day, he said, "Why nobody calling Billy Joe Saunders a woman beater?" Because nobody know who Billy Joe Saunders is for real. I mean, whew. Damon Webster in the super chat. He's how do you feel about Ramirez and Poster this weekend? I'm gonna do a video on it, but yeah, appreciate the super chat. I'm gonna talk about it at the end. Just make sure you hold that question. But who we live on? Billy Joe Saunders. But yeah, Billy Joe Saunders is their preferred opponent. Colin Smith number 2 is because they want to break ground in the UK. But I was anybody in the UK from here? He said Caenlo versus both do well, and the UK does well. I don't know what he on. You okay, buddy? Something must be outside. Ain't like he gonna do shit. But yeah, that's this weekend. I'll read the schedule off at the end. But come on, boy. Come on, man. Lay down, killer. Lay down. There you go. Take a chill pill. Okay. Come on, take a chill pill. This nigga mean. But come on, chill. Chill. Come on. Chill. We gonna finish watching Jurassic Park tonight. Come on. This nigga mad. I don't know, it must be a groundhog or something in the backyard. But yeah, but as far as that, man, that's what they want Caenlo to do. I'm cool with it. I mean, I don't care. If I ain't doing shit, I'm gonna watch it. Straight up and down. If I am doing something, I just catch the replay or whatever it may be. But you know, I don't Jeff said they both do well in the UK, so it is what it is. I don't know if they'll be able to have fans. I know this fight supposed to be the end of November, but they really trying to wait till they have fans because they can't afford Canelo purse. Somebody told me that they cut Canelo purse down to like $20 million or something of that nature. Don't quote me on that, but you know, that is what it is, man. But what y'all think about Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders is the question. Let me know what you guys think as Mason calms down. This guy. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. Is that a fight that you guys interested or not? He said, Billy Joe Saunders is a solid, slick fighter. Ducked and dropped. He didn't duck. Well, yeah, he did end up ducking Andrade, but he did fail the drug test. But I mean, that is what it is. Should be a good scrap. Oh, he's on this weekend. I'll get to that later. But I mean, we can move on. Billy Joe Saunders been looking bad since he got popped. I mean, facts, man. That YouTube fight and the world title fight he got the WBO in, he did look super bad. You ain't lying about that. But Canelo, we talked about Canelo. All right, we can talk about Shawn Porter right now, right? So apparently Shawn Porter this weekend, he was able to, he said better than the Canelo fighting bums. Some people consider Billy Joe Saunders a bum, and some people probably consider Callum Smith a bum, especially after his last performance versus John Ryder. But that's just a different aspect. I thought Callum Smith was going to be better than what he was, but I didn't see the John Ryder fight, so I can't comment. But let's continue on. So Shawn Porter is not a mandatory for after beating Sebastian Formella for Errol Spence. Boxing politics, he's not only the mandatory for one belt, but both WBC and IBF. And my whole thing is it's about politics. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, Shawn Porter wanted a rematch, but he didn't want to get Ugas a rematch. Shawn Porter talked about, Keith Thurman didn't want to fight me in a rematch this year, and that's why he fights Sebastian Formella. But at the end of the day, you didn't want to fight Ugas, in a rematch. So, like I said before, Shawn Porter, if I'm Danny, if I'm Errol, if I'm Keith, I'm not giving him no rematch, even if I got a belt or don't got a belt. This is the same man that's begging around for a rematch, but don't want to get Ugas a rematch. Now, the interesting thing about an Ugas fight is that, hey, if you do fight Ugas, you know what I'm saying? You had an excuse. You said that y'all changed the game plan up right before the fight. Remember they said right before we got to the ring, we changed the game plan up and we chose to box. So this time you can do real Shawn Porter fullback lead up the middle style, and y'all can get it in one time for the one time. So at the end of the day, I lost respect for Shawn Porter. when Shawn Porter refused to get Ugas a rematch, but still on his knees and hands like James Brown, please, please, ow, please give me a rematch, and then he don't want to get nobody else a rematch. I just think it's fucked up, and I don't think he deserves a rematch. He need to move on up. And what's so sad about it, if Shawn Porter do move up to 54, he'll be the money man. You know what I'm saying? He can have any fight at 54 he wants to, but they don't have no confidence. They can't beat welterweights. You put on 2 more ounces of gloves. Shawn Porter don't have no power. You add 2 ounces when you move up to 54 to 10 ounces. You know, it ain't gonna be shit going down. You know, Ugas won that fight against Shawn, and Shawn don't want to give him a rematch, but then again, Shawn want to be begging everybody else for a rematch. You know, and every time Shawn come up short. Every time. So I don't understand how that gets you a mandatory fight for Errol Spence. So that just let you know what they're gonna do. They're hoping Lippius beat Qdoba on Showtime. So they're gonna make Errol Spence, Danny Garcia winner, which let's just say it'll be Errol Spence, take on Sergey Lippius. After that, that's probably gonna be early 2021. After that, they're gonna look to make the Shawn Porter fight if no Manny Pacquiao. After that, if Errol Spence stay at 54 or 22, or if he get a third fight in 2021, they're gonna look to make Keith Thurman, and then he gonna move up. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? They have no ambitions on sitting there and unifying all 4 belts. It's gonna be interesting to see who grabbed that WBO belt when Pacquiao lead the game. You know, can Bob put somebody in position to get the belt or whatever it may be? You know, it is what it is. Porter is a dangerous, but he's a gatekeeper. He ain't dangerous, bro. If Porter was dangerous, with all due respect, if Porter was a dangerous fighter, you know, dangerous fighters knock out guys like Sebastian Formella, bro. That's just the God honest truth. If Porter was a dangerous fighter, you knock out Sebastian Formella. He did knock out Sebastian Formella, so therefore he ain't no dangerous fighter. He's just a stepping stone. You know, we just gonna keep it 100, man. We just talking about boxing facts with some bars here and there, a couple jokes. You know, I could turn into like Red Fox Session the Entertainer, but he said, yeah, no one said Shawn needs to run it back. Ugas, Formella was a joke. Match Ugas would have just as easy to make. Yeah, it would have been way more easier to make. Shawn Porter didn't want that fight, and he ducked Cosita Lopez. That's just what it is. Don Banks, what's up, baby? He said, I'm tired of these PBC fighters fighting each other over and over again. Then let somebody else get a belt. They ain't gonna let nobody else get a belt. Real talk. They ain't trying to do it. Shawn Porter ain't good, bro. He always gonna come up short. And that's just what it is. You know. Formella would have got stopped by Jeff Horn. Man, a lot of people would have stopped Formella. But Shawn Porter wasn't one of them, and that's just the truth. So just let you know politics. That just let you know what they got lined up for Errol Spence. If no Manny Pacquiao, they're going to replace that with a Shawn Porter fight, and then he's going to close out his PBC career with a Keith Thurman fight. And they're going to try to position Keith Thurman to get that WBA belt, and they're going to call it a 3-belt PBC unification. Man, we know what's happening. We know what's happening, boy. We know what's happening, bro. We know what's happening. Everybody on Twitter sitting here having a conversation, but ain't nobody send me no. Hey, send me the invite. Send me a link. Boxiana told me, I'm gonna get my hair together. I'm gonna come on. I still ain't got no I ain't still got no DM from her. She always welcome on, but she don't want this work. She can't hold her own. She gonna need a lifeline. What's that show we used to watch back in the day? Who Want to Be a Millionaire? She gonna need a lifeline, bro. But most of these women know boxing better than a lot of these dudes do. Maybe she could hold her own. I doubt it. I'll put Mason on the mic. Mason can out box and rap a lot of these dudes. Ain't that right, buddy? If you can't do it, we get your big brother. If he can't do it, we go get his brothers. His brothers can't do it, we go get his uncles. That's how we ride. But yeah, man. I mean, Shawn can do whatever he want. I ain't mad at him. It's politics, and you know, if Shawn don't want to fight Ugas again, Shawn don't want to fight Ugas again. That's why I don't have no love for a dude like Shawn Porter. You know what I'm saying? He dangerous, but can't knock out Sebastian Baby Formula. It's crazy, but like I said before. And he said I got blocked by some dude channel for laughing at him. He said Spencer's a cash cow, calling him a superstar. Come on, man. Look who the fuck you talking about. Look who you talking about, bro. Cash cow. Cash cow? Shit. You know the superstar? He don't even know the definition of a superstar, so let's not start. He said Shawn need to retire. Damn. Yeah, if he ain't gonna move up, he need to retire. But with his daddy taking 60% of his purse, he can't retire. Hopefully his daddy putting that money up for him. Kenny Porter, the worst type of pops, man. Worst type of pops, man. Shit. I've been having somebody knock Kenny Porter off, dog. That was my pops did that to me, dog. What Capadonna say? He said I leave him smoking like a crackhead on a mission. Man, his Madan verse was like, man, that was like one of the first verses on Iron Man. That nigga was that beat was made for him. But yeah, Adrian Broner, has been talks about him going down to 135 pounds. And yes, I understand Broner got 7 days in jail. All right, I really don't care about the knuckle dragger shit. He violated his probation. Who cares? Let's move on. Now I heard that they offered Gamboa to fight Broner at 135 pounds. Gamboa is still waiting on Eddie Hearn and Devin Haney Promotions and Shotgun Jab Bill Haney to send the contract. So Devin Haney still ain't sent the contract to Gamboa. I'm not sure if it's because the zone hasn't approved the fight or proof of funds, whatever it may be, or they may not have the money. For what I understand, Devin Haney is supposed to make $2 million to fight Yurikas Gamboa. I think the fight is October 3rd. By now, Gamboa got a couple of options. Gamboa got offered an Adrian Broner fight at 135, and also he was offered a Ronaldo Romero fight at 135. Now, Rolly, word on the street as I'm hearing is Rolly is refusing to rematch Jackson Marinez. So he don't want to shoot the fade again. So they looking to deck Jackson Marinez. So I'm not sure if Floyd going to send some money to the WBA or send some money to Marinez for him not to take the fight. But right now they're looking at Gamboa as some backup plans if the Devin Haney fight don't fall through. And Adrian Broner could be moving back down to 135 pounds. How do I feel about it? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care to see Broner fight again. That's it. I don't care to see Broner fight again. At this point, it's just desperation. And that's all it is. At this point, it's just desperation. That's it. So if y'all want to see Gamboa, y'all want to see Gamboa and Broner, or Ramiro and Broner. Not Ramiro Broner, but Ramiro and Gamboa. So be it. To me, Gamboa couldn't get a fight like 5 or 6, 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden he lost a couple of times, been stopped a couple of times. A few times everybody want to fight Gamboa. Now this let you know, man. Mikey Garcia was one of them dudes ducking Gamboa, and that's one of them dudes they look at Bud and say, well, Gamboa was too. They try to downgrade the win over Gamboa for Bud, but ain't nobody wanting to fight Gamboa, and a lot of people like me was shocked that Bud took on that fight, and I thought Gamboa probably was gonna get the fight, go win that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that the way Gamboa was cooking early, even before the fight, I just thought he was the name, he was the more experienced fighter. And I thought that was a true, I favored Gamboa in that fight, like maybe 60-40, 55-45. And people look back in history and say, oh, it's not a good win. A lot of you niggas probably weren't even watching boxing back then. That fight had more electricity than any Errol Spence fight ever had, not named Shawn Porter. And it was comparable. That whole house was rocking. Webby was in the crowd, 50 Cent was in the crowd. Like Omaha, wherever they fought was on fire. Samir's here, salute. That fight was on fire, bro. That was a really good fight, good atmosphere. And don't forget, Terrence Crawford gave money back to have that fight to happen in his home state of Nebraska. So that's a little nugget if you didn't know that. Terrence Crawford gave money back to Bob Arum because Bob Arum didn't think he can pull in Nebraska. And he showed Bob that Bob was wrong, that he is a household name in his home. But like I said before, who cares? Broner need to retire. I don't want to see him fight no more. He don't move his hands. Like I said before, man, Broner had a career. They need to give him a job sitting next to Sam Watson, marketing fighters. But other than that, nobody want to see Broner fight no more. All he do is talk the talk, but he never walked the walk. It's over with. Broner gonna have squash for brains if he keep fighting because he just keep taking punishment and running. Ain't nobody fucking with Broner. You know what I'm saying? At all. So and for Rolly to refuse to give a rematch, like I don't think nobody here can respect that. If you anybody out there that think Rolly won that fight is an absolute idiot. Unsubscribe from them. They suck. Anybody out there that think Rolly won that fight, unless they his family or they in the TMT gym and they can't be objective, is an idiot. Delete them, unsubscribe from them. They garbage, they trash. It's over with. Rolly has no skill at all. Rolly is the worst fighter I ever seen fight as a co-main event. I've seen better fights in a marathon gas station between crackheads. See, I don't understand why Broner don't throw his hands because Madonna beat the shit out of his ass. He traumatized. That's why he don't throw his hand. Madonna went oops up, side your hand, and then oops up, down your head. And Rolly scared to give a rematch. Like, that's what Floyd and them doing. Floyd always ran the fade back. Now Rolly ain't go. It's just a matter of time till Rolly gets smoked. Real talk, it's just a matter of time. That dude with no power snapping his head back with a jab. The Rolly Martinez is one of the worst robberies I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. You ain't lying. That is one of the worst robberies I've ever seen. Butte and Andrade was terrible, but that's up there. He said Gamboa gave Terrence Crawford a run for his money. That's what happened when you fight undefeated fighters when there's no script on how to beat them. That's what happened when you fight undefeated fighters. Errol Spence wouldn't know nothing about fighting niggas with O's. That's top level, top notch, former world champions, current world champions. He wouldn't know nothing about fighting dudes with O's. Errol Spence don't like coochie. He don't like vagina. He like them number one sticks. If you ain't got a one at the end of your motherfucking or in the middle of your motherfucking record, Errol Spence don't like it. Errol Spence don't like it. Triple G versus Caenlo. Well, that wasn't a bad robbery. Triple G a bitch. Triple G was supposed to knock Caenlo out. He didn't knock him out. He deserved to get fucked. He said, Asim say 100% think Rolly lost, but the problem is we are starting to let guys fight for championships with only 11. That wasn't no real belt, but I feel you. Don't beat Martinez. Hold on. Pull this up. He said don't beat Martinez Centron, though that was worse than my book. It was a straight knockout. He got robbed, and they gave him a draw. I miss Sergio, man. He was a real... Yeah, Sergio just fought this weekend. Yep, Sergio just fought this weekend. I forgot about that fight. That's crazy. Caenlo robbed Lara. I had that 114, Edwin salute. I had that 114. Last time, Sergio Martinez just fought this weekend. I think Kiko Martinez is on the undercard. Maybe he just fought Gary Russell. I heard he won, but the opponent he fought wasn't that good. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I got as far as boxing. I got any questions today? Lara, oh, you ain't lying. Boston Gerard with the comment of the day. This was one of the worst robberies I ever seen. Lara and Williams was worse than I ever seen. That was a horrible robbery. Paul Williams lost that fight, bro. That was horrible. That was terrible, bro. But I didn't really get mad because Lara had robbed Carlos Molina, though. So I always remember that kind of balanced it out. Because Lara really lost to Carlos Molina, too. You know, that's before he got booked for rape. But yeah, that was Lara, hey, that might be worse than Rolly. It's right there. Real talk. It's right there because he beat the shit out of Lara Williams. Lara threw every left hand, straight left hand, he beat him. You know what I'm saying? Every straight left he beat him. He said Danny Garcia, yeah, he going to 54. Check out the Blind Custer Last Stand podcast. He said it. He said at least 2 more fights, or at least maybe more. He said at the most 2 more fights at 154. Joseph Jr. comeback fighter of the year. Yeah, so far, yeah. Yep. Carl Neal was close, but Williams was terrible robbery. I don't get mad. I thought Molina won that fight, but yeah, I agree. Lara has no bank account balance. He keeps getting robbed. Badu Jack too. Badu Jack too. Yep. But yeah, y'all can ask. I can take questions right now, Q&A. But somebody asked me what I thought about Poster Ramirez. I think that's the best fight that's probably gonna happen so far. Since the pandemic. I do. Depending on what Postal got left, Postal fooled me. He got dropped in the Ukraine before he fought Josh Taylor, and he came out and gave. I mean, he came out and gave Josh Taylor everything he wanted and more. You know what I'm saying? He came out and gave Josh Taylor the fucking work, and you could have made an argument that fight could have went either way, and that was a good win. And Victor Postal showed that he still got it, and if Postal still got it, he in shape, and he get the boxing out there. Remember, he a PBC fighter now. Victor Postal can beat Jose Ramirez. You know what I'm saying? Ramirez ain't that good, but Ramirez got a good style for Postal. If he can walk down Postal, and Postal ain't got no legs, Ramirez should win. But it's gonna be a great fight in my opinion, man. Really, really great fight. Postal Ramirez, that's a pick 'em. I just favor Ramirez because he the house fighter and they don't want to mess up Undisputed. But Ramirez seemed to be strong, great chin. He got a lot of the great attributes that the Charlo twins got. Strong fighter, great stamina, seem to have a solid chin. Not sure if his chin on that level, but other than that, he ain't really a skillful boxer. He got some skills, but when you think Jose Ramirez, you think more of the physical skill set. I mean, his physical speed, power, combination punches pretty good. Stamina, got some heart, got chin, but I think Victor Postal can pull it out if he want to, if he can. He said, "You think Mikey can mess with Progress?" Yeah, he got a chance, but I still favor Mikey. I still favor Regis. I think Mikey and them, they don't like fighting those boxers that can stick and move. The Mexicans don't like them movers. And Regis Progress got enough movement. He probably can beat. I pick him to beat Mikey. I think he might stop Mikey. Not sure if he can, but Mikey might stop him too. But he showed a tremendous chin versus Josh Taylor. Mikey ain't got no chin like Regis got. Thumper Lane Boxing Society, Lil B-Hop and Colbert should fight. Not each other, right? Lil B-Hop fighting on the Showtime. He on the Showtime schedule. But, they two different weight classes. Colbert at 60 and Richardson is at 140. He said Postal lose is going to be like Bud lost. You ain't lying, bro. Niggas is funny, bro. I just broke that whole thing down, bro. These niggas is idiots, bro. Anybody notice how Boop 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 move like a dope fiend? They crackhead, man. That motherfucker's a daytime alcoholic. Come on, man. He's a daytime alcoholic. His boy smoke dope he be on there with, though. He's a straight dope fiend. I'm the reason he over there. If it weren't for me, there's a lot of them niggas the reason that, I helped a lot of them motherfuckers out. I regret that to this day, helping them niggas out. His dope fiend boy wouldn't have been over there if it weren't for me. Then Melita get robbed against Kirkland back in the day. Melina, who? Which Melina? I think I did remember that fight. I can't remember, but you might be right. I have to just look at that fight. I think I seen that fight. Even though Postal like 38 Progress beats Mikey, in my opinion, it's a great fight. I agree. Rolly versus Alberto Machado would be a great fight. Two power punchers, no skill. Machado got way better skill, Jose, than Rolly has. But maybe Rolly land a body shot and stop him. Broner can fight Andre Berto next. Not interested. Not interested. Fedora and Joy Spencer. Fondora too good right now. Joy Spencer, he still got time to grow. Look at what he said. He said it's more than liquor. He moved random fast, and I don't watch the nigga though. Hell, I've been stopped watching him. What can I get from the idiot box? Unless he started talking lawyer shit, I can't. He don't know nothing about boxing. He used to be a solid channel, but he moving with the wrong crew. Look bad. Any more questions though? Yes, Mason. They have any more questions? You trying to go to sleep? Nah, nigga, wake up, nigga. You gonna look at this computer screen and read these questions. Any more questions? I will be. You don't know your doggy breath in, baby. Yeah. But if there's no more questions, I will give you 1 whole minute. Or whatever my computer on. It's 908. I get a 909. I heard it been done, but I don't know what's going on between them. Between Bud and Kelbrook. Murata and Monguia. Not in the AM. Depending on where it happened at. If it happened in Japan, give me Murata. If it happened in America, give me Monguia. Or it happened in Mexico. That's just what salute, you know. That's just how I'm rocking. If it happened in Japan, Murata is a totally different fighter. If it happened in North America, give me some Jaime Monguia. Give me some Jaime Monguia. Any more other questions? How do you like Sugar Hill's trainer? He cool. I interview him, man. Yep, on his channel. He good dude. Solid. Like him. Good trainer. He trained Tyson Fury to beat that ass. You know, hopefully Wilder can come back and get his get back. But yeah, good trainer. You know. No testing in Japan. Whatever the fuck he been on, Bushido. He fighting in Japan, I'm picking him. Him and Caenlo supposed to fight too. I forgot about that. But since the pandemic happened, like they can't fight. Because Caenlo supposed to go over there. They're probably gonna launch the zone Japan over there, so who knows. But any more questions? He said, should they try to get Shields versus Ali on the Tyson and Jones? That fight ain't gonna happen. Layla Ali need at least 1 or 2 tune-ups before she fight Clarissa Shields. That ain't happening. She said she won like $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Clarissa Shields said she not fighting on nobody on the card that's not a champion. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, she need to. I don't know who she fight next, but I guess they try to get her to fight on some of these Fox cards. But you know, she said she ain't fighting on no non-champion cards. And all the fights that's going down is not championships. Even if you're talking about Lara and Abel Ramos, I don't think she want to fight on them type of cards. So Clarissa Shields going to be stuck fighting on Showtime because her pride ain't going to let her fight on somebody like, you know, Areola and Ruiz undercard, thinking that she could grow her fan base. But women boxing going to be hard to break. Balaga and Uzbek. I don't know Uzbek, but I know that's a little Puerto Rican kid. Uzbek. I don't remember him. But that Puerto Rican kid can punch. But we'll see. If Caenlo and Pat was the same size, who would you favor? I don't know. That's a good fight. I'll probably take Caenlo. Why do certain hold on? Now look here, you just ain't gonna be biting your tail or whatever you're doing. Not sitting on me, my nigga. Go sit on that bed. He said, why do certain Northeast Coast say why do certain people care so much about Spence versus Bud? Shouldn't they be pushing for the fight? Bud been at 47 for 3 years now. I mean, at the end of the day, shit, push Errol Spence. He the one that don't want to fight. I told you that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we want to see that fight, you know, but it ain't gonna probably happen. Who cares? Women's MMA, yeah, I like Emmanuel Nunes. He said the guy who beat up the MMA guy, Clay Collar, who has been who's beating prospects. Yeah, I don't know him. I'm sorry. I don't even know what the fuck Clay Collar is. I ain't talking on that man name. It's foolish. He said, who do you got? Hawkins. I don't know who the fuck them niggas is. Hawkins is one of them niggas from DC or Baltimore. I don't even know if I remember seeing him. Did he fight on some Showtime card? And I don't be following them dudes, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know who they is. Maybe I could put a face with it. I don't know. I don't know who Clay Collard is neither. I guess he's a UK fighter. Yeah. Herschel Walker still. No, hell no. Herschel Walker still. He better not be in MMA still. Herschel Walker been had, you know, y'all niggas listen to Herschel Walker. He been had health issues and stuff of that nature, man. But yeah, man. He said Sabille killed the Russian. Which Russian? Y'all trying to put together funds to put up some billboards in Dallas to smoke out aerospace. I definitely put in on that. Hey, I definitely put in on that. Count me in. You can start a GoFundMe. I definitely donate. Every time I can, I put some money in that hole. You ain't lying. I put money on anyone. Smoke out Tank to fight Lomachenko. However y'all want to do it. I put in on billboards. You want to put on billboards up around Texas and Southern California to make Caenlo fight better opponents? I'm down. Who? He said, why they rather see Gary? Man, you already know why, man. That ain't no question. Because Earl Spence can't do it. I ain't heard the new Nas album. I got to check that out, man. I'm going to check that out on my ride tonight. I'll definitely get down on that. But let me get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. All my social media links in the description. Keep sharing the videos. I'm going.